Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome to part 40 of the Elden Ring full playthrough walkthrough. Not a single Souls game, or Bloodborne or Sekiro, has hit 40 parts. I think Dark Souls 3 might have been the longest at like 29. Let me check that out. Dark Souls 3. 22 was Dark Souls 3. Everything else was under that. Bloodborne might have been 22 or 21. Bloodborne was 26, yeah. Nowhere close to 40. I knew this one was going to be very long, but anywho, welcome to part 40 of the walkthrough. What a milestone. Okay, in this section of the walkthrough, we're going to begin Volcano Manor, which is the legacy dungeon of Mount Gelmir up here. The first thing we're going to do with Volcano Manor, though, however, is the Assassination Questline. By completing the Assassination Questline, we unlock a ton of really cool gear, as well as a shortcut to the final boss of the dungeon. However, we're not going to take that shortcut. We're just going to do the quest line so we get all the gear. And then we're going to start the dungeon proper. Okay? Starting off, I'll show you my stats using a Yuji Katana plus 23. Level 126 with 60 Vigor, 26 Mind, 28 Endurance, 14 Strength, 40 Dex, 9 Intelligence, 8 Faith, and 20 Arcane. 14 Flasks of Crimson Tears at plus 10. Flask of Wondrous Physic with a Crimson Crystal tier and an Opaline Bubble tier, and then Black Knife Teak leveled up to plus 10. I have the Briar set, Assassin's Crimson Dagger, Blessed Dude Talisman, Erdtree's Favor plus 1, and the Gold Scarab. Okay, I do just want to check something. I don't think I have enough smithing shards to go to 24. I just want to check. No. Still 4 short. Okay, all good. So let's go to Volcano Manor, which we unlocked a long time ago. And get started. So in order to start this quest line, we need to speak with the Lady Tanith, who can be found right here.
I am Tanith, Zorayas, a warrior. Perhaps will you join? Why accept rise with us?
So let's join.
The drawing room lies, but be sure.
She gives the drawing room key.
Use the key I handed you.
All right, let's do that. So this door is blocked, and we can use the drawing room key to open this door. And then there's a corpse in front of this wall. We're going to leave that for now. All right, let's go into this room. Nothing here. Okay. So this door and another door to its left go to the same room. So we can come over here. All right. Oh, they moved Rya. Right? Was she always here at the start? Anyway. So Rya is the one. Rya is the one that we met way back when in Liurnia. She was in a gazebo near the Scenic Isle. She was like right over here somewhere. Or maybe she's like right here. Or here? I don't know. Anyway, we helped her. We got her necklace from Blackguard. And, oh, I forgot to do Blackguard's quest in Leyndell. That's okay. We'll get to it eventually. Not that important. That's what I was forgetting. Okay, so anyway, she's the one that we helped in Liurnia. She gave us the invitation to Volcano Manor once we reached the Lux Ruins, and she teleported us here. So now she's here, okay? This is Bernahl. He is the one that was in the War Master's shack way back when. And he tells you like what we're doing here. You know, it's a dark path to tread, but it's the way to go. And he will now have moved away from the War Master's shack. So now he's no longer here. Okay? If you don't recognize him, it's because he wasn't wearing his helmet. And hey, look, it's Diallos. Diallos. We helped in Liurnia. He was one of the very first people that we met in Round Table Hold. He was the one who was looking for his companion. And then he found her, and it turns out that she was assassinated by a member of Volcano Manor. So it seems like he has joined them, maybe to infiltrate them, maybe because he feels like it'll make him hard in the streets. Who knows? But we pick up the letter from Volcano Manor, and it reads, a written request from Volcano Manor disclosing the name of a tarnished to be hunted. Old King Istvan. He can be found in Limgrave. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. So that is our first assassination target, and he can be found right here. And we get the recusant finger. The recusant finger is a way to invade people. Where is it? Attempts an invasion of another player's world. If successful, you will arrive as an invader, a recusant, with the objective of defeating the host of fingers in that world. This furled finger is covered in snake scales, an heirloom of the Lord of Volcano Manor, bequeathed to Tarnished who have become family. So it's sort of like a covenant, except there's no covenants in this game. All right. Just for the sake of opening doors, there's another one right here. Let me speak with Rya one more time. Okay. Does she have anything to say?
Did you read the letter?
Yes.
You will be competent if you are loathed, but you must leave. This is a we have no place.
What?
The letter describes that you will be compensated.
Right, okay. So there's one other person here. Where is Patches? Patches is supposed to be sitting right here. Well, maybe he'll show up. I've never done Volcano Manor this late. Alright, we're going to get invaded here, as told by all the bloodstains. This is a scripted invasion. Inquisitor Ghiza. Oh god, he's right behind me. I thought it was going to be behind him. Oh my god. So he's using, like, I don't know, maybe the precursor to the Whirligig saw. What it really is, though, is the... Oops. It's really the, it's the weapon that the abductor virgins use. So he created it. So let's go ahead and read Ghiza's wheel. Great iron wheel lined with flesh-flaying blades. Device of torture used by Inquisitor Ghiza. As the wheel spins, it causes severe pain and blood loss. The design was adopted for use as the iconic weapon wielded by Iron Virgins. Very cool. Okay, so that's that. Scripted invasion there. He's much harder if you fight him when you like first show up here. I'm just gonna rest to see if Patches shows up, because I really don't know where he is. There he is. Strange. Okay. Alright. So, nothing to really buy from Patches at this point, which is all good. Alright. Okay, let's go kill our first target. Believe it or not, Patches is gonna, like, come through in a way. Alright. Our first target is Istvan. Alright. Now, these are invasions. Alright, so there's not much to, like, really... Like, there's not just, like, new NPCs waiting to kill you. Instead, for each assignment, you will find a red invasion sign. So then you just click it, or select it or whatever, and then you invade Istvan. Now, these aren't completely random NPCs. Some folks do have relations to these people. Yeah. Gravity well, gravity well, gravity well. I have so much health, this, like, does not matter. Yeah, you can do that. I can do that. You can dig it. I can dig it. She can dig it. He can dig it. Some people, like, do have relations to these invasions. However, there's, like, nothing to worry about in terms of, like, them not talking to you or anything. Diallos specifically has a relationship to one invasion, who I think is the third one. And we'll learn about that one when we get to it. That's Istvan. We get his armor for our troubles once we return to our world. So we get the scaled set. It reads, Helm worn by Old King Istvan. The corroded metal is reinforced with rock-hard scales, making it highly effective against non-physical attacks. Istvan is one of few wizened tarnish who survive to this day. And then wizened means shriveled or wrinkled with age. Interesting. Okay, so that's the first assassination target, and now all we do is return to Volcano Manor, speak with Tanith, and then she will give us our next assignment.
You've completed. I am. This is.
Okay, and we get the magma shot incantation.
The way it is the truth. Now you are. I am pleased. Now I am pleased.
Oh, maybe there's a new letter that we get on the table. Yep. Okay. So this is interesting. Rya starts asking us, have we heard any sounds from the walls? All right. All right, let's back up the bus a second. Okay, so Rya asks if we've heard any sounds within the walls. That should indicate to you that there's something going on here. Okay. Bernahl, after we've completed our first mission, will begin once again selling us Ashes of War. And you can speak with him. And then he sort of gives you a bit of his motivations, you know. And then Diallos. Yeah. So Diallos is trying to get strong. Sometimes a ghost shows up right here to talk about a weapon. It's interesting that he hasn't yet, though. Okay, so we got our second assignment, which is Rileigh the Idol. He can be found in Altus Plateau. So that's right down, right over here. He's right here. Okay. Oh, let me. Yeah. Okay. All right, he is in a ravine near the shaded castle. Lux Ruins is going to be our closest. All right. I swear to God, I drive around listening to the music of Altus Plateau and the capital. It's so good. All right, so same deal. All we're doing is finding the invasion sign, and then we'll be able to fight this guy. Rileigh is a little difficult. If I recall correctly, he has perfume and a crossbow? I know he tries to keep you distant. I remember that much. Yeah. Ooh. Alright, so the invasion sign is right here in this ravine along the path to the shaded castle. Get off the horse. Alright. I like how he comes over the hill. Yeah. Does he have perfume? He's got that gnarly looking dagger. Scarlet Rot bolts. Why did I think he had perfume? Anyway, just go for it. If you're doing this late in the game like I am, none of these guys are really going to stand a chance until the final one. But that's Rileigh. He didn't even get to heal. It's all good. I love looking like Kirk of Thorns. All right. So we get Crepus's Vial and a couple black key bolts. So the vial is important. I should visit Garank. Where is it? Oh, it's a talisman. Whoops. Right. We're about to get a different vial. That's why I got confused. Crepus is an assassin. Small mysterious bottle with a dark mist sealed within. Eliminates all sound made by the wearer during movement. A ritual implement used by Round Table Hold assassins. There was a time when Tarnished, who had strayed from guidance, feared nothing more than utter silence. So the Round Table Hold was possibly an order of assassins. Less so like a hub. Or maybe Gideon was still in charge of Round Table Hold and ordered assassinations. Who knows? Okay. Let's go back to Volcano Manor. Before we... Well, actually, let's speak with Tanith. Actually, before we do that, let's do something else. Let's speak with Patches. Patches is loath to do his own dirty work. So he gives us the letter to Patches. And the letter to Patches is a letter just like we receive. A written request from Volcano Manor addressed to Patches disclosing the name of a Tarnished to be hunted. Great Horn Tragoth. He can be found at the ruin-strewn precipice. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. So, Patches asks us to do an assassination for him. Go figure. All right. Oh, this is so much easier to see. This sign did not used to be so easy to see. All right. So Tragoth, I believe we could summon Tragoth to help us with this boss, but now we're going to kill him. He has OD poise, and he has a big old hammer. Oh my god. Sweet Jesus. Wow. Oh, I always forget the third hit. Cool. All right, that's Tragoth. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Whoa, whoa. Anyway, we get the Bull Goat set, which says, Great Horn Tragoth's helm adorned with a gold bull goat motif provides high poise. Tragoth is a famed knight of assistance. Countless Tarnished facing adversity in the lands between have survived thanks only to the Great Horned One's aid. We killed a good man. Killed a good man. All right, let's go back to Volcano Manor now. And then first thing we're going to do is speak with Patches.
Hello again. down, Tragoth. You certain? No, it's quite all right. I'll give Tanith. Have some rest.
Yeah. So, he's going to take credit for our work. However, Tanith kind of knows already.
I see you perform. Here is your
So we got the Serpent Bone Blade. This is for killing Rileigh.
now of the true ruler of the Erd tree, but it was all too the tarnished were full like the Jar-Bairn. Our lord, if the Erd, then we are winning. We at the vault. If you follow the lords, you cannot.
So Tanith right there basically tells us if we continue to do the work of the manor, then we will someday visit the Lord of the manor.
If you follow this, it cannot.
All right, let me just rest real quick.
If you follow, it cannot come.
I feel like Patches eventually forks over the reward.
Hello again.
There we go.
Sharper than I was just holding on. Here you go.
Okay, so we get the Magma Whip Candlestick for killing Tragoth on behalf of Patches, but you do have to get your reward manually. So the reward is the Magma Whip Candlestick. This ritual implement is a 3-pronged candlestick with solid flames formed of the magma of Mount Gelmir. When wielded as a weapon, the flames become supple whips of lava. It's a cool weapon, and a couple of enemies are going to use it on us, so you got to watch out for that. All right, so Rya has moved. And then we get the red letter. The red letter reads, a written request from Volcano Manor disclosing the name of a tarnished to be hunted. As the final request, the letter is vivid red. Juno Hoslow, Knight of Blood. He can be found in the mountaintops of the Giants. Find the red mark on your map for the exact location. Juno Hoslow is this guy's brother. Okay?
I'm terribly sorry, but would you mind giving me some time to myself? I haven't achieved anything at all thus far. Even though I've dirtied my hands time and time again, I'm still yet to achieve anything. Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's worse than that. As things stand, I've given up on the path of revenge and sullied the name of my house. What an easy mark I must have been. How did it take me so long to realize, honestly? There's just no end to my foolishness, is there? Perhaps I am a fool now. It's worth
Okay. So, we are now tasked with killing Diallos' brother. But where has Rya gone? Oh, God. Who's this?
Brave Tarnished, what is your business here? I'm afraid this is not a guest room. What's that peculiar look upon your face? Goodness, am I still a serpent? Oh, how dreadful. How dreadful indeed. Oh, forgive my distress. I ought to be thanking you for treating me as usual. Despite this appearance, Brave Tarnished, this is my true form. My real name is Zorayas. Please forgive the deception. Do understand. This duplicity is my own doing. Lady Tanith speaks no falsehoods. And the Volcano Manor is just as it seems. Lady Tanith is my mother. I am told I was born by the grace of a glorious king. That my mother cherishes this form I inhabit. I am proud of what I am. But people are cruel. If they saw my true form, they wouldn't speak to me. And so I assume a guise when seeking new recruits. But you are not like the rest. My serpentine form and the name Zorayas were secrets, known only to Lady Tanith and I. Now I share the secrets with you as well. Please keep them safe from anyone else. My serpent were secret. Now I share.
All right. So Rya is actually Zorayas, and she is a serpent. So clearly something happened. Let's talk with Tanith.
If you follow this, it cannot come. Did you see her? The girl, Rya, with her true face. Well, if she confided in you the name Zorayas, then perhaps it is not my place to speak. But as her adoptive mother, I ask of you, please be kind to her. Look after young Zorayas. Her true visage belies the purity of her heart. Honestly, I hardly deserve the sweet child. Please, her true...
All right. That quest will continue shortly. But first, we need to assassinate the quote-unquote final target, which is Juno Hoslow, the brother of Diallos Hoslow. Now, doing this does not affect Diallos' questline, don't worry. But it is interesting. It is interesting that Volcano Manor seems to be hunting House Hoslow. Volcano Manor assassins killed Diallos' servant back in Liurnia. And now the assignment is his brother. So maybe there's some deeper connection that we're just not aware of. I will warn you, as you get closer to this invasion sign, it's going to get a little crazy in the streets here. So there's a fight already going on over here between the demi-humans and the bats for some reason. All right, let's invade Juno Hoslow. I'll tell you right now, this is a hard fight. This is a hard fight. He has these steel whips. And we get Hoslow's Oath right off the bat. So he has big armor, lots of health. He also has a Shadow Step move, sort of like the old Hunter's Bone from Bloodborne. The whips are serrated, so they build bleed. Ugh, god damn it. You can see all these blood stains. He's a real one. He gets one flask, so don't feel discouraged when he does it. Just see it as like a reset. He's only going to do it once. You don't want to waste too much stamina, because blocking his whips requires a lot of stamina. See? That just one hit drained half my stamina. Oh, we had the same idea. There we go. There's Juno Hoslow. We get a rune arc and the Furl Calling Finger Remedy. Okay. And I'm just going to move out of the way here. But we get Hoslow's Petal Whip and then Hoslow's Set. Just want to make sure I'm like fully out of the way. Okay. Let's go back to Volcano Manor. And then before we do anything, let's speak with Diallos and see what happens.
It's just as my noble brother says. I'm a complete fool. I can't believe I thought I could become a champion. Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's worse than what an easy mark I was.
Yeah. So he basically says the same thing, but after you kill Juno, He kind of has that line about his brother. So it just sort of solidifies the connection a little bit. Okay. All right, let's speak with Rya.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me. My mind never ceases to churn of late. Well, I know I can trust you. I saw something slithering in the pitch black of night. It entered the room next to this one and never came out. If I'm not mistaken, it took the form of a serpent, just like me. Does the Volcano Manor hide some secret that Lady Tanith has kept from me? I realize that I shouldn't impose, but if you discover anything, would you please share? The serpent that lurked in the shadows that night. It entered the room next to Haps. If you discover...
All right. So, Rya saw something go into the next room and never come out. And oddly enough, there's a corpse in front of this wall. All right. We're not going to go through this path today. That's going to happen next time. For now, let's just continue the quest.
I see that you stayed. This is your youth.
We get the Taker's cameo, and then we're also going to read the description of the Hoslow set in a bit.
Perhaps you are ready. Might you see our Lord? Our Lord will no doubt welcome you. Another kindred spirit, treading the path of champions.
All right. We are not going to see the Lord.
I see. Well, I cannot make you take the leap, but do know this. To follow the path of valor, an audience with our Lord is essential in order to defy this debasement and rise up like a true
Okay. So, from here on out, at any time, we can simply just speak with Tanith and then be brought to the Lord of the Manor. The Lord of the Manor is the final boss of Volcano Manor. Okay? Now, you can do that, and then you can just kill him that way and progress and never have to even touch the dungeon. But the dungeon is really cool, and there's a lot of lore to it, and it helps progress Zorayas' questline, which I don't think you can progress if you kill him. So, if you want to do it, go for it. You get another great rune. You know, it's another demigod down, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to do that, okay? So, there is one more assassination. However, I guess it doesn't happen until after you're completely done. Let me just rest and just double check. Volcano Manor assassination quests. Got him. Oh my god, this guy is super long. There's one more assassination. The assassination takes place in the Fortified Manor. Fortified Manor invasion. Let me see something. There's that ghost I was talking about.
Someone please kill him. That horrendous serpent. Praetor Rykard. You're tarnished. Here to put the demigods to the sword. Then please, kill the great serpent. The one that devoured Praetor Rykard. I left the serpent-slaying spear in the Lord's chamber. Worthy tarnished. Brandish the spear and run him through. The great serpent. That unspeakable monstrosity. Praetor Rykard's ambitions, though blasphemous, marked him a worthy sovereign, but they were reduced to gluttonous depravity once he gave himself to the serpent. Whatever that thing is, it is no longer Praetor Rykard. Someone must kill him to spare him and his ambitions from further dishonor. Worthy tarnished. It is the run.
Okay. So I think revealing the wall is what activates that. I'm just going to quickly speak with Bernahl. Right. Okay, this is the final one. Okay. So, this is a special invitation to an assassination of Round Table Assassins. So, let's go ahead and read the letter. A written request, yep. Vargram, the Raging Wolf, and Errant's Sorcerer Wilhelm. Both men can be found in the royal capital of Lanedale. Okay, let's do that. Go to the Fortified Manor. All right. So this is a 2v2. Bernahl can basically solo them, but you may as well help him out. This is also how you get the Raging Wolf armor set. Yeah, clearly Bernahl is quite strong. Whew. That's annoying. You're all annoying. Yeah. Okay, that's one. So if you've been like following Elden Ring since its announcement and you've watched any of the trailers, this guy's armor set is like one of the first things they ever showed. It was also available in the beta. In the network test, you could be the Raging Wolf, but they hid his armor so deep into the game, which is always funny to me because in all of the network tests for all Souls games, they always do that. All right, so we get the Raging Wolf set. Whoops. Which reads... Helm worn by Vargram the Raging Wolf, one of the first Tarnished to visit the Round Table Hold. Vargram's nickname comes from the white wolf's mane that decorates this helm. According to the old legends, wolves are the shadows of the Empyrean, and this is what Vargram aspired to be. So he wanted to be like Blythe, in a way. But who was the Empyrean that he wanted to protect? Who knows? All right. Back to Volcano Manor we go.
Won't you consider our Lord?
No.
I had hoped I have the reward. Take it.
Get the Gelmir's Fury incantation. Diallos has left. Now, I know where Diallos goes. I'm just not sure if he's actually gone there yet. So, Diallos goes to Jar-Bairn. Just not sure when.
Oh, have you heard?
Yes.
I think he said he's
Okay. So Diallos becomes the potentate of Jar-Bairn, which is just awesome. So Diallos, unable to fight, unable to kill, he's still searching for a purpose. If you recall, when we got to Jar-Bairn, when we first spoke to Jar-Bairn, he said we couldn't possibly be the potentate because our hands were too rough. The potentate needs soft hands. Diallos, not having killed anybody, or not able to kill people, not able to be that tough guy, he has soft hands. And so, he becomes the potentate. So let's speak with Diallos here.
Oh, my friend, it's been far too long. I
Not
have
really.
to say you caught me at a rather low point. But as you see, I've put all that behind me. Left the Volcano Manor, forging my own path now, making my own choices. Even a fool like me can look after some simple jars. Do you pity me? Well, don't. I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm on the straight and narrow. A fool I may be, but I can look after some simple jars. Do you pity me?
Okay. So, we can progress his questline and actually finish it now. If you are playing an outdated version of the game, it needs to be at least version 1.03, but if you are playing 1.0 or 01 or 02, this questline will not be here. So you do need to update the game in order to do it. Jar-Bairn was not an NPC that was originally in the game. Who's attacking the pots, you savage?
I don't know. Even though good sir, he says since he's a coward, he's smooth and silken, but I wish we...
Okay. So let's rest and then exhaust the dialogue again. I'm just going to skip the dialogue for the most part. I'm not really going to listen to it just because it is quite a lot, and Jar-Bairn speaks very slowly. All right. So, something has happened. He's dreaming of Diallos' hands. That's so funny. That's brilliant.
A fool I made, do you pity me?
All right, let's try to rest. Maybe that pushes it again.
Diallos is smooth, but I wish we had a potent. Diallos is, but I wish we had a potent.
So the wiki says just let some time pass, which may just be resting and like passing time a few times. All right, yeah, let's do that. Is there a wind shaft anywhere?
But I wish.
All right, we may need to come back like another time. Like we may have to go do some stuff.
A fool, do you pity me?
Try to rest a couple more times and see what happens. This is like one of the only issues I have. Oh, never mind. It seems. Yep, that was it. Okay. So, the big jar here is broken. Jar-Bairn has gone missing. And if you look closely on the floor, more jars are broken, and Diallos is injured.
You. Are the jars? Are they all right? Did I defend them?
Your choice here is meaningless. He's going to die anyway. You get to decide what his final thoughts are while dying. Let's do the nice thing.
Then all is well. This fool proved his worth in the end.
All right. So, somebody has come and attacked the jars. Diallos, although a kind potentate and somebody who had good hands, was able to help sculpt and mold the jars and pat them, unfortunately, was not strong enough to defend them. Let's speak with Jar-Bairn to see what happened.
Oh, cuz. I'm glad you came, but we're fine now. Diallos fought the poacher, though quite a lot of us got broken. I won't cry, though. I'm a warrior, Jar. A warrior. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. That's the kind of warrior I want to be one day, cuz. Even if I'm scared, I'll still fight to protect everyone. The tale of that's the kind. Even if I'm.
All right. So now he's going to turn into Jar-Bairn Hoslow. Just kidding. We're going to reload, and then we'll speak to him one more time.
The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood. That's the kind of warrior I'm going to be. One who protects everybody. The tale that's the kind of one who protects everybody.
So, if you recall, at the end of the Radahn boss fight, we saw Alexander scrounging for jar shards and jar innards. I think what the idea is that these jars put the remains of other jars inside of them in order to build strength. So it seems that he's attempting to do that with Diallos and maybe his blood. Kind of sad, but it's what they know. All right. So let's rest one more time and reload the area, and then we'll be able to get Diallos' goodies. Yeah, so Jar-Bairn is back there. And then Diallos has some goodies. Let's look at Jar-Bairn before we do anything, though.
Thanks for coming back, cuz. I've been thinking. It's time for me to set out on a journey. As a warrior jar. Upon the path of champions. I'm about to go on a journey. As a warrior jar. In search of glory.
Okay. For now, that's it for Jar-Barin's questline. Basically done. There's an additional step, but we can't do it until way later in the game. So, we get Diallos' mask, as well as the other Hoslow's petal whip, and a Newman's rune. Alright. So we never read the Hoslow set from Juno. We never read this. A twin-tailed silver helm decorated with flowery adornments, symbol of the head of the revered House of Hoslow. Juno Hoslow had a younger brother who was all talk and no trousers. His inability to commit to action was such that Juno inherited the Hoslow legacy without resistance, granting him the freedom to shower his little brother with adoration. So, Diallos was basically always in his brother's shadow, but it did not seem as if there was bad blood. Diallos was upset. It doesn't seem that he resented his brother, but he felt like he should be his own person. Diallos' mask reads, replica of a twin-tailed silver helm with flowery adornments, only without the twin tails. Diallos Hoslow had an older brother who was a stern, self-possessed man of few words. His achievements made him seem out of reach. And so the younger aspired to be like the older, yearning for the day that he would tell the tale of House Hoslow in blood, knowing full well that it would break his brother's heart. So it seems as if the tale of House Hoslow being told in blood is likely their own blood. So the tale is told when the person dies, and that would break Juno's heart. Maybe. That's the way I interpret it. And then the armor for Juno says, garish silver armor decorated with red embellishments, passed down through the Hoslow family. When Juno Hoslow received an invitation to the Volcano Manor, he discreetly refused. I have already walked many a road drenched in blood, yet never would I consider myself a champion. So, a little bit of Caesar, refusing the crown in a way. Same thing on the gloves. Cool. Okay. There's one thing that I'm going to do as part of this video, and that is to clean up the Blackguard questline with Dung Eater. I really should have done this in the last part of the video, but I admittedly forgot. It happens. So, we need to visit Blackguard. Blackguard, if you recall, is the person who stole Rya's necklace back in Liurnia. We found him over here. He was cooking crabs. So we need to pay him a visit again. And if you recall, when we spoke to him as he was eating crabs, he told us of the Dung Eater, who he was in prison with. He said that the Dung Eater does, quote, all sorts of shit to their corpses. So, and then when we met Dung Eater in the sewer jail, he told us, I'm going to defile your corpse. He is not kidding. So, we will be able to see the gruesome work of the Dung Eater in the flesh. Let's come down here. And then let's speak with Blackguard.
Yeah. Then I was seen here again. Never thought I would. What he does to those bodies. It was him. No question. That monster. He's lurking round here.
All right. So, buy what you want from Blackguard. This is kind of it. All right. We're going to reload the game, just because it's quicker than warping and riding back. Does all sorts of shit to the corpses. Clearly, the Dung Eater found him and defiled his corpse.
Serves me right. Fitting bloody end. For a jumped up little shit with big ideas. Help me out. Would you, mate? I don't want to get cursed. Just let me die. I don't want to live like this. Not anymore. So, please.
So we get a Seedbed Curse, Blackguard's Bell Bearing, the Iron Ball, and Blackguard's Iron Mask. And then we get invaded by the Dung Eater. Oh! Oh! So I really didn't want the crab to show up, but I guess I don't really have a choice here. Yeah, he's got high poise. Oh, sweet jumping Jesus. Nice. Alright, that worked out. Alright, so we killed Dung Eater, we get the Sword of Milos. Let's kill this crab. Now, you will notice that this crab looks weird. It's for a good reason. God damn it. The reason this crab and the crabs in the vicinity look weird is because we are right above the corpse, the undying corpse of Godwyn. And because that corpse is undying, it is polluting the land. So you can see they have these pustules. They sort of look like Godwyn's face. If you look closely, you can sort of see Godwyn's face coming out of them. Pretty gross. All right. Let's reload one more time. I don't think this changes, but there's still one more thing to do. No. Okay. All right. Blackguard's Iron Mask. Iron Mask forced on convicted prisoners. Worn by the Blackguard, Big Boggart was his name. To Boggart, the mask made him all the more threatening and helped him get what he wanted. But it was also a mirror of his emptiness. Okay. Then he also dropped his weapon, which was the Iron Ball. Iron Manifer of spherical shape, Big Boggart, the Blackguard's weapon of choice. Not a weapon to be taken lightly, as its weighty blows shatter bones with ease. The Skill is Braggart's Roar. Declare your presence with a boastful roar. Raises attack power, defense, and stamina recovery speed. We also got the Sword of Milos from Dung Eater. Sinister greatsword fashioned from a giant's backbone. Meets out wounds like a lopsided saw blade and restores some FP upon defeating an enemy. Milos was undersized for a giant and was viewed as sullied and terribly grotesque. The skill is the Shriek of Milos. Let out a horrific cursed scream that reduces all damage, negation, and status resistances for nearby foes. While active, strong attacks will change to a combo attack. Alright, so the Dung Eater invaded us and was killed. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to Roundtable Hold to where Dung Eater was sitting and see if anything has changed. And he's back.
There you are. You warded off my blessing, despite the curse stirring within you. No one has succeeded in that before. How? I thought. Then it hit me that you are, in fact, me. And I am the Dung Eater. It is my flesh that must receive the blessing. Give me your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse, again and again, until it is done. Until a cursed ring coalesces, and may one day defile order itself. Countless I have killed, and countless I have defiled, and soon the fruits will be born. Hundreds will be reborn cursed, and they'll bear thousands of cursed children, who bear tens of thousands more. A few of those will be born just like me, and they'll kill and defile and bless in my stead the rotten fools. My fate was the grandest, most brilliant of them all. My corporeal flesh, give it your blessing until a curse ring.
Okay, so he's telling us to go to his corpse within Lane Dell, in the sewer jail where we first found him, and keep giving it seedbed curses until a ring appears. There are a total of 6 seedbed curses in the game. I think we only have 3 at this point. We have 3. So we need to get 3 more. So we got 3 in Lane Dell, 1 off Blackguard's corpse, 1 in the fortified manor, and then 1 within the capital itself, up that ladder in the near the first elevator. So we got all that already. Okay, the other 3, there's 1 in Volcano Manor, and then there are 2 in an extremely late game area. So we can't really do much about it yet. Let's talk to Gideon, see if we can tell him anything.
There are 4 Nicola, his twin, Luna Princess, and
Right.
Ryan.
Okay, cool. So that's going to be it for this video. We're basically done here. We have completed the Volcano Manor Assassination Questline. And now what we can do is we can actually go through Volcano Manor properly. Volcano Manor isn't very long, but I do think it will probably take 2 videos to do. It's a bit of like a... sort of like how Lane Dell is a city. Volcano Manor is kind of the same. It's this whole area here. This is all Volcano Manor. So there's like a ruined kind of town that we got to go through. A lot of lava to go through. There are 2 bosses, both of which are required to get through. Since we've done the quest line with the assassinations, we could just skip to the final one. We're not going to, though. But yeah, so there's a lot to do here. I think it'll probably take 2 videos. There's a chance it could be done in 1, but we'll see. If it has to be 2, it has to be 2. It's not a big deal. But that's going to be it. Okay, let me give a thank you to my channel members real quick. All right, thank you very much to John Aldrich, Tammy Skinner, Hector J. Estrada, Joe Saunders, Daniel Cockerill, Spencer Young, Charles Jan, Phoenix Loader, Jude Lazowski, B-Tide, The Old One, Good Luck, StuJMac26, and Ryan Holzman. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, you can do so by becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video, or you can leave a super thanks by clicking the heart button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.